What do you do in the first 60 seconds after the alarm goes off? Before your conscious mind even boots up, before you're fully aware, where does your attention go? For most people, it's a reactive, automatic gesture. The hand searches for the phone. This isn't just a habit. It's the anchor that tethers you to the 9-to-5 grind, the very system you're trying to escape. You check the notifications, the emails from your boss, the headlines, the bank account balance. In those first 60 seconds, you are inviting the outside world, with all its noise, its demands, and its fears, to define your reality. You are letting the 3D world, the world of facts and appearances, dictate the frequency of your entire day. This is an invitation to financial anxiety. This is an act of abdication. You are willingly surrendering your power as the creator of your reality before you've even had a sip of coffee. The moment your eyes see a bank balance that's lower than you want, or an email that signals another problem to solve, your body reacts physically. You feel that knot in your stomach, that familiar weight on your chest. Your financial day hasn't even begun, and you've already declared it difficult, a struggle, stressful. You have just used the most powerful, fertile moments of your day to affirm lack. Unknowingly, you have just placed your order with the universe for more evidence of your own scarcity. And the universe, which is only an impersonal mirror of your own consciousness, has no choice but to obey. You spend the rest of the day in a state of reaction, fighting uphill battles. You try to use positive affirmations, repeating, "I am wealthy," while your heart hammers with anxiety about the credit card bill. But the words feel hollow, like a lie. You are trying to paint over a crumbling wall because you allowed the foundation to crack in that first, crucial minute. You are fighting a losing battle against the evidence of your senses, a battle you already forfeited at dawn. Your financial day becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, confirming the very fear and anxiety you woke up with. You end the day feeling drained, stuck in the exact same loop as yesterday, no closer to the financial freedom you crave. But what if I told you that those first 60 seconds are not a liability, but your single most powerful weapon? What if that window of time, so often wasted in anxiety, is actually the sacred portal, the alchemical moment where you can literally design the outcome of your financial day before it even begins? This isn't just about escaping the 9-to-5. It's about building your empire from the inside out. This is not positive thinking. This is not wishful thinking. This is the physics of consciousness. This is the key that the great mystics, and specifically the master Neville Goddard, revealed to us. The supreme importance of the imaginal act performed in that drowsy, suggestible state. This script will not teach you to hope for a better day. It will teach you to construct it. I am going to guide you, step by step, through the exact 60-second imaginal act to perform the instant you wake up. A technique that, when done correctly, doesn't just influence your day, it determines it. You are about to learn how to stop being the effect of a system that keeps you broke and stressed, and finally reclaim your power as the cause. The title of this video is not a metaphor. The 60-second imaginal act that defines your financial day. It is an instruction manual. Neville Goddard taught that your own wonderful human imagination is God in action. It is the one and only creative reality. The world you see out there, the bills, the job, the limitations, is only a shadow cast by what you have imagined within. The average person imagines unconsciously, reacting to the fears and facts of the day before. Their imagination is chained to their current reality. But the alchemist, the master of consciousness, imagines deliberately. And the most fertile time to plant a new seed is in that borderland state between sleep and waking, what Neville called the state akin to sleep, S.A.T.S. In those 60 seconds, your logical mind, the gatekeeper that doubts, analyzes, and tells you why you're still broke, is asleep. The door to your subconscious, the treasury where all creation begins, is wide open and ready to receive instructions. This is where you bypass the 9-to-5 programming you've been fed your whole life. Your job is not to fight with your 3D reality. Your job is to give a clear order to your deeper mind before your surface mind wakes up and starts arguing. You are not asking the universe for a handout. You are informing the universe of the new reality. You are predetermining the script for your day. You don't need hours of meditation. You don't need complicated rituals or vision boards. You need 60 seconds of pure feeling. 60 seconds to live in advance the gratitude and relief of the financial success that will be yours today, because you have already experienced it in the only true reality, your imagination. You must feel the peace of having no financial worries before you get out of bed, where those worries normally ambush you. You must feel the freedom before the evidence appears. Now, I will guide you on exactly how to construct this imaginal scene. The construction of this 60-second imaginal scene is a precise art. This is not aimless daydreaming. It is a targeted, creative act. The fundamental rule, as taught by Neville, is this: your scene must always imply that your desire is already a fulfilled fact. You must never, ever imagine the act of getting or acquiring. You must imagine the state after the acquisition. This is the mistake that 99% of people make, and it's why they stay stuck. They imagine the process, not the result. If you want to land a major client, you don't imagine yourself giving the presentation or signing the contract. That is still work. That is still process. That is still chasing. Instead, you imagine the scene after it's done. You are in your office, you've just hung up, and you feel that overwhelming wave of relief and quiet triumph. You feel the warmth of the coffee cup in your hand. You look out the window, and you take a deep breath of gratitude, knowing it is done. It is this feeling of completion that you must capture. This is the feeling that builds empires. If you desire financial independence, you do not imagine a check arriving in the mail. You imagine the consequences of that independence. Perhaps your 60-second scene is simply you lying in bed, but the feeling that permeates your body is one of absolute financial peace. You feel the total absence of anxiety. You feel that profound security, knowing every bill is paid, that your investments are growing, that you have more than enough. It is the feeling of relief, of "it's handled," that you are hunting for. Or, as the summary for today's lesson suggests, your scene can be the conclusion of the day. It's 10 o'clock at night. You're sitting comfortably, maybe with a drink. You glance at your laptop or phone and see the sales notifications or the confirmation email you were waiting for. You don't feel shock or surprise. You feel a calm, deep gratitude. You give a slight smile and think to yourself, "What an amazing day, just as I imagined." You must condense this moment into 60 seconds of pure feeling. Consider the story of Ellen. Ellen was a freelance designer trying to scale her business from a side hustle to full financial freedom. For years, her first 60 seconds of the day were identical, a cold plunge into anxiety. She'd grab her phone with her heart pounding, praying to see a new client inquiry or a paid invoice, only to be met most mornings by silence. That morning silence defined her entire workday. She'd become anxious, hustling for hours in a state of quiet desperation, sending out cold emails that reeked of neediness, and her very energy repelled the exact opportunities she was chasing. She felt trapped in the feast or famine cycle of freelance life, a classic symptom of the grind she so badly wanted to escape. Ellen felt stuck in this loop of scarcity. She had tried all the 3D world advice, affirmations, journaling, networking, but the knot in her stomach every morning told her it's not working. Her external reality, the facts, always won the argument against her intentions. That is, until she discovered Neville Goddard's teachings on living in the end. She found this concept of the morning imaginal act in that S.A.T.S state before the critical mind boots up. At first, she was skeptical. How could 60 seconds of pretending change 24 hours of reality? But her desperation was greater than her skepticism. She decided to truly commit to the experiment. She finally understood her mistake. She had been trying to get clients. Neville taught that she had to assume she already had them. So she began to construct her new 60-second scene. It would not be a scene of her pitching clients. It was this. She imagined herself at the end of her workday, around 6 p.m. She saw herself closing her laptop, but the key sensory detail was the sound. She imagined the satisfying click of the laptop shutting, followed immediately by a deep, full sigh of gratitude. Not gratitude for one sale, but gratitude for a full and fluid day. A day where clients were responsive and the work came to her with ease, almost effortlessly. This was the feeling of being a successful business owner, not a struggling freelancer. The crucial part was the feeling. She wasn't chasing the high of excitement. She was cultivating the peace of success, the feeling of a job well done and well compensated. In her 60 seconds of drowsiness, before opening her eyes, she lived that click and that sigh. She felt it in her chest. She felt the tension release from her shoulders. She felt the calm smile on her face. "It is done," she would whisper in her mind. "Thank you." The first few days were hard. Her logical mind screamed, "You're lying. Open the phone. You'll see there's nothing there." But she held on. For 60 seconds, she remained loyal to her imaginal scene. She wasn't trying to make it happen. She was assuming it had already happened, and the day ahead was simply the bridge of incidents that would lead her to that 6 p.m. sigh. After a week of this consistent practice, Ellen noticed something profound. It wasn't just that her client inquiries had increased, though they had. It was her energy during the day. Because she started her day from the feeling of success, she no longer entered her office with the vibration of desperation. She wasn't chasing clients. She was attracting opportunities. Her new state of mind made her work magnetic. Ellen had discovered the alchemical secret. The subconscious mind does not know the difference between an event that is physically experienced and an event that is vividly imagined with feeling. When she, in that morning S.A.T. state, felt the gratitude and peace of a successful day already finished, her subconscious accepted that feeling as fact. And once the subconscious accepts a new fact, it is compelled to find the ways and means to manifest it in the shadow world we call reality. Your financial reality is nothing more than a mirror of your morning state of consciousness. This is why it works with such potency. You are impressing the subconscious before the logical, egoic, anxious you wakes up. During the day, if you try to affirm, "I am wealthy," your inner gatekeeper, the censor, immediately steps in. "No, you're not. Look at your bank account. Remember that student loan payment." There is conflict. But in those first 60 seconds, the gatekeeper is asleep. Your imaginal feeling of success goes straight into the treasury and becomes law. This is what Neville meant when he said, "Do not try to change circumstances. Change your consciousness." You are wasting your energy trying to manipulate the effects, sending more emails, working 80-hour weeks, when the only thing you need to do is change the cause, your morning state of feeling. This 60-second ritual is not hope. It is a command. It is the alchemist setting the formula before lighting the fire. Your day must obey the impression you give it. This brings us to the most important part, the divine mechanic. As Neville taught, the world is only a mirror. A mirror has no initiative. It cannot decide to show you an angry face if you are smiling at it. It simply perfectly reflects the image you present. For years, you've been waking up, looking in the mirror, your phone, your bank account, seeing a reflection of lack based on your past beliefs and reacting with fear. That fear then becomes the face you present to the mirror all day, and the mirror diligently reflects more evidence for you to be fearful about. The 60-second imaginal act is the sacred act of not looking at the mirror first. It is the act of deciding, in the dark, with your eyes closed, what face you will present before you even approach the mirror. When you, in those 60 seconds, feel the peace of financial success, you are composing your face. You are deciding, today I am the embodiment of abundance and freedom. When you then rise and open your eyes to the 3D world, the mirror must begin to reflect this new image. At first, there may be a lag. The mirror might still show the residue of yesterday's image. This is where most people fail. This brings us to the art of the mental diet. Your 60 seconds are the seed. The mental diet is how you protect that seed all day. Your subconscious impression is made. Now, your only job is to not interfere. Your only job is to remain loyal to your assumption. When a contrary fact appears, a client cancels, an unexpected bill arrives, you must not react from your old state of fear. These events are not your future. They are the echoes of your past dissolving. If you panic, "Oh no, I knew it was too good to be true," you have just canceled your morning's work. You have just believed the old reflection in the mirror and repainted your face with fear. Instead, when the shadow appears, you look at it calmly. You breathe, and you return internally to the feeling you cultivated at 6 a.m. You remember the peace, the gratitude, the 6 p.m. click of the laptop that you already experienced. You say internally, "This doesn't move me. I know what I imagined, and my imagination is the only reality. My day is already a success." You are not denying the fact. You are denying its supremacy. Consider Richard, a consultant who adopted this practice. His 60-second act was feeling the joy of looking at his calendar at the end of the day, seeing it full of completed, paid appointments. One Tuesday, after his ritual, he woke up to 3 cancellation emails. The old Richard would have panicked. The new Richard, the alchemist, read the emails, felt the old sting, and then closed his eyes for 10 seconds. He returned to his morning feeling. Interesting, he thought. This must be part of the bridge of incidents. He remained in his state of trust. Around noon, he got a call from a massive new client, one he hadn't heard from in months, who needed him urgently that afternoon for a project worth 10 times the 3 cancellations. The cancellations weren't the enemy. They were the bridge of incidents, making room for his defined success. Your assumption never fails. You only fail to remain loyal to the assumption.